Alrighty then, let's have a look, see what's inside this one. Obviously it'll be a lot different from the larger ones I've taken apart. If you haven't seen them, I'll link them in somewhere. So let's get our toolkit, our precision mechanic tools, precision mechanic set from Powerfix. Yeah. Anyhow, these have got Torx screw bits, flat edge and Phillips as well, and what else have we got? Yeah, different size ranges of Torx screws, Phillips and our flat edges. Don't know what they're actually called. They're called Phillipses, they're called Torxes. I don't know the technical name for flat edge. Just flat edge. This is quite good. Has a seems to be a little bit broken at the moment. A control, so you can like a wrench action on it. Right. So first things first. Let's get rid of these Phillips screws. Let's have a guess. Let's do the thin, pointy one. See, good thing with this is, as I say, it's like a wrench. So that's pretty cool. Quite like it, especially if you're doing quite hard, heavy screws. I mean, for this, there's obviously not enough give when you go the opposite way, but when you get a larger screw, say in a wall or something like that, something you're tightly screwing up, that tends to be quite useful. Right, let's take that cage. I'm not actually sure what this actually came from. I can't remember. Don't need that bit anyway. You don't normally find that on those. And it's quite. I love the way these look. Very plain and simple, but you know, it could be like a credit card thing, couldn't it? Here's my credit card. Welcome to DrRunCMD's YouTube channel. Might be an idea actually. I might do that. So let's get rid of the Phillips. Let's find a really small Torx screw. This I think is the smallest I have. Let's hope. It's not going to be small enough. Let's try another one from here. Aha. We have this size. I was kind of worried then, but we didn't have the proper screw set. One. No need to keep the screws for these because I'm not going to be using it again, because once you open these are vacuum sealed. Well, they are sealed in an environment where it's dust free. Because as we saw in the last video, tiniest speck of dust will ruin the hard drive completely on those discs that you saw on the inside of them. So in doing this, you are basically A, voiding your warranty, and B, you're not going to be using it again. So, and again, as in the last hard drives I took apart, there were hidden screws. Well, I found that one quite easy. That's good. Hopefully there's just this one, because quite a small form factor. No, there's going to be another one, isn't there? What you can do is just generally feel about, and you'll kind of see what you're aiming for. Although that one is actually in good and proper with the label on it. We'll just try that again. So 6 screws around the outside. Around the outside, oh, we have liftoff. Oh, perfectly captured, non-touched, very reflective disc surface. Look at that. Camera doesn't, well, it does show. Look how shiny that is. That is what you call polished. But I say now this renders this completely useless, because as I say, tiniest speck of dust and you can say goodbye to your data on your hard drive. So do make sure that if you do want to undo one of these, that it's not one of your personal drives that's got all your data on, because doing this, as I say, will completely knacker the whole entire drive. Where's my other bit? Well, these seem to be smaller, these screws. As I say, the reason why I take these apart, or I find useful taking these apart, or reason why, is you get the nice neodymium magnets in these, which you can have plenty of uses for. Always fun to maybe find your keys in your bag, or your man bag, or your purse, depending on what is your thing. I suppose man can have a purse as well, I suppose, can't they? I don't know. Right, let's go up a little bit bigger in size. Let's go with that one. Funny how they use different size Torx screws in these things. Why not just keep to the same? I mean, obviously not that you're going to be intended to take this thing apart. Or if you're anything like me, yeah, you probably will. But I love how these mechanisms work. So let's go a bit more detail. So you can see this is the drive head. Actually, it's on a mechanism, so it's locked at the moment. So what these generally do, when they power off, they go into a stationary position. So it prevents the read heads and stuff from actually coming onto the platter surface or the disc surface. So at the moment, we're not. Oh, you can a tiny bit of force. But you can see that will spin very, very fast. I think these are like what speed is this drive? 5400. You see that there? 5400 RPM. So 5400 revolutions per minute. That disc will spin for. And obviously, as that reads the data, that spins backwards and forwards, searching for the data that you have on the drive, on the disc. Which again, I think is actually really good, really cool. So I'll proceed to take this magneto out. I'll say, do be careful with your fingers, because these are very strong magnets. Oh, as you can see, that's latched onto something. Yeah. So that there, a nice neodymium magnet. Very useful, especially if you're going around picking up screws. You ready? Actually, no, it'd be demagnetized because obviously they're in the drive. But general screws, general use screws, they'll pick up easily. So if you've got loads of screws or nails on the floor that you've dropped, that's where that will come in handy. Let's go a bit bigger on this one. Okay, let's go really big on this one. I'm sure it's a Torx screw. I'm sure I did that with the other drives. That's too big. These are sometimes called security screws, or security screw bits. Will that unscrew? Okay, I think that's... Ah, I see. There's actually a flat edge kind of pinned screw. So let me show you. See that? It's like a flat edge screw, effectively. So that'll come off. The other ones I opened were indeed Torx screw bits, the same as the rest of the screws that are in these drives. And I'm going to completely ruin this now, aren't I? Yeah. Good job on wearing glasses. Not. Be wary, because that is fragile. As you can tell, I don't want to touch it now because I'm going to get splinters in my hands. Oh yeah, look. Nice. Let's go and wash my hands. It's like glitter, but I'm going to make sure it doesn't cut. So yeah, be careful when you're opening it. And I'm sure that would hurt if you was able to get a piece lodged in your finger. So we'll call that quits today. I was going to take the board off, but now I've smashed it, I'm not going to go any further, because I will end up impaling myself with a piece of that shard of whatever that's made of. If anyone knows what it's made of, let me know down below. And comment, link, subscribe and all that jazz. Check my Patreon out and all that stuff. Subscribe will help me. I want to do more future videos. Okay guys, see you next time, tube users.